Hey guys, thanks for watching. Talking about 1 After 909 guitars, and I'll start with John. So what he's doing, he's basically just playing this B7, and he's doing the back and forth pattern with the bass notes between the fifth and the root. And he's hitting the flat 7 dominantly, and he's hitting other strings at times, but he's mostly focusing around that note. Or that's the one I hear the most. I can't say what he's trying to do. And in the intro, he starts right there with a little bit of a bend on the D string. Make it sing a little bit like that. And then when he starts singing, I'm not actually sure if he's still doing these bass notes or not. What I ended up doing in the video was, because I hear this little da-da-da-da-da rhythm coming in there, and it's kind of hard to do the bass line with that. And I don't think he's doing that. So he either stops doing the bass line, or it's just every once in a while. And then he goes to the E7 and the F sharp 7. And then after that, you just got the verse, the bridge, I mean. Pick up my bag, run right home. And that's a C7 there and an F sharp. And that's pretty much all of the parts for John. Moving on to George, and this is one of my favorite George guitar parts. Probably for all the Beatles' career, it's the most interesting, and he's really all over the place, and I love it. But to start off, I think he hits the wrong note. He's playing that shape there, and John's playing, which is a little higher, and then after the first note, George jumps up from that one to the one that's probably correct. So I think he starts off 2 frets too low by accident, or maybe it's intentional. Kind of sounds like a train howling though, so who knows. And then once the vocals come in, he starts to lay back and only plays between vocal phrases. And he does this thing where he hits a D. And so it's just interesting to me that he would hit a D. It sounds really cool, inflecting the minor tones over this, you know, dominant stuff. And let's see, what other riffs would you guys want to hear? Probably the one that goes into the bridge. How does that go? Oh, that's the wrong one. That's a cool riff. So it comes in on the offbeat. And he hits all the root notes. It's really great playing. And then the solo, it goes George also has these cool riffs that are like he's doing some pull-offs. And then but yeah, there's a lot of riffs in there. He's basically improvising throughout the whole thing. You'd have to really dig in there to learn to memorize and actually nail in one take the whole thing. It's a lot to do, but if you learn the riffs, they're a lot of fun, and they'll help you sound a lot more like George and sound like the Beatles. I hope you enjoyed this little lesson, and I'll see you next time.